Welcome back, guys, to Planet Coaster 2, and welcome back to Fantasia. We've been busy. I've been sprucing up our entrance area a little bit more and added a few things around, which I'm going to show you now. But check this. I've added a few flags here, and this will be our main path to get into the main square, which leads to the entrance. I've added our park sign there, Fantasia, and some flags. And if we carry on this way, more marketplace bits. We started off in that corner in the last episode, and I've just continued to build on it, add a few more props, and copied that over here. Check this out. Look at the detail. More pots, textile stuff, whatever they are, blankets, I guess, and more stalls. And I've added these jars as well. So this pretty much is literally that in that corner over there. And this is our logo or sign for the park, I guess, with the flags. And look at this. King Arthur, sword in the stone. Yeah, I was going to do that inside the park, but I thought, nah, this might be a nice opportunity for people to take their photographs. I've added that cool looking bench there, or seats, and families can come over and take pictures with kids. And this is a cool little feature that I thought I'll add. So we've got a marketplace on either side, and then over to this side, it's I've not done a lot here actually. I've just kept it as it was, just spruced up a few things, and yeah, I think I've added a fence around just to break this area up a little bit more, and that's our spawn point where the guests will walk in. Cool, right? Now let's check out what's happening inside the park. So our jester's still there. I've just added a few flowers, like flower bedding around, and I also mentioned that I was going to add some more vines and flowers to the walls here, just to make them look a bit more natural. So I've done that, and let's go inside the park. I've not really done a lot in here, just again spruced up things ever so slightly. So our dragon on the left here has been barricaded in now, so he doesn't escape. I've just noticed one thing though. This wall is the wrong way around. Not the wall, this parapet. No, I don't want to do that. Let's just click on that little thing there. Yep, perfect. I think it's the wrong way around. It should be this way. There we go. Okay, perfect. So our dragon's been barricaded in now with some plants and this little wall there. And over to this side, we had our staff room and the mechanic workshop, which I've also covered, just to make it look part of the wall there. So that's pretty much all I've done, and kept all of this area as it was. I have, however, added chief beef in this house, just tweaked it a little bit so our guests have something to eat other than gelatos. Right, where were we? So, oh yeah, just done a little bit more work around our queue, and I've renamed our chair of plane ride to Jester's Swing, and I've added a little cool little statue of the Jester over there. But that's about it, really. I am keen to get started now, and very excited to show you what we're going to do today. I know I talked about doing some sort of haunted area with Enchanted Forest, and I just can't wait. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that today. We can potentially add a ride as well, maybe a roller coaster or maybe a flat ride, don't know just yet. But I really want to do an Enchanted Forest with a witch's hut and make it all spooky. So let's see what we can do. I think this area here would be perfect. We can do a pathway going around, sort of like a windy path with trees all around, and don't know, some props maybe. Let's see. Okay, So can we pause the game here so we don't lose our sunlight? I know we've got plenty of time for that, but you just never know. Okay, let's go ahead and make a pathway to begin with. Actually, I am going to play the game because I do like the music in the background. It's not, otherwise it's too boring. Okay, so let's start a path from here. I might actually increase the width a little bit. And I want a windy path that goes all around the Enchanted Forest. I think I'll probably reduce the width. Don't want it too wide. So let's go all the way across. Let's go straight first. Like so. And then something like this. I don't want it too close to the building there, but I will cover it up with trees, I'm sure. Something, let's do a little bit bend here and then go this way. I don't want this area to be huge. I just want a nice little section for our spooky bit. And I do want to add, I think, a ride or a roller coaster, whichever one we end up going for. Is this too... No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm just being a perfectionist. Right, so windy paths like this. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's fine for now. I can always tweak it, but that's the sort of thing I want to go for. So guests have a bit of a trek to walk to before they get to the ride, and in between that you're going to have lots of props, loads of trees, all spooky. I want people to be scared. Okay, right, that's yeah, slightly unconventional pathing, but I think that's what I'm going for anyway. So we can always tweak it if it doesn't go with what we're trying to achieve. Okay, now let's check out the scenery, and I have downloaded a couple of cool builds as well, which I'll show you in a minute, but I want to add some trees first. Where are the trees? I want some spooky trees. Look at this, Crimson King Maple Tree. Red is always good. And I want to just literally cover it all with trees. It's going to be it's going to act like a forest walk, but it's no ordinary forest. It is an enchanted forest. Okay, I do like these red ones, definitely. What else can we add? Something like this. Make it all covered with lots and lots of trees. Ooh, that's it. See, fairy tale archway. I'm gonna use that. I think it's already included in the build that I downloaded, but I'll show you that in a minute. Let's add a couple of these. What are they? Italian cypress tree. Okay, very cool. I will include some. These are so cool as well. Look at this. Very uniform though. Yeah, maybe not. They're very yeah, they're very symmetrical. I'm kind of going for something crazy and wacky. Okay, look at this. So we've got spooky trees. We've got this one, which is very scary. And we've got spooky tree 1. Very scary indeed. And then this one, yeah, that's just a random one. So all cool, very cool stuff we can do. What's this? A witch tree. Yeah, okay, I definitely need this somewhere. Right, let's go put it here. I'm just thinking now, shall I add water as well? No, let's put this here actually. There we go. And I'm thinking, can I tweak the terrain a little bit to add water just to make something like a swamp or a marshy area. I'm going to increase the size of the brush. Okay, that's better. And we can add, if we can, dirty water in there. That would be cool. And we don't have to treat it. Right, let's see. Natural, rough, clear. I think natural. I don't think there's an option for dirty water. Can I put this in here? Okay. So we can definitely do something cool. Oh, what have I done? I've flooded the park, guys. Oh no, look at that. These guys are just walking through like nothing's happened. I've ended up flooding the whole thing. Brilliant. Yeah, this is our water park, guys. Right. Enough goofing around. Yeah, can I delete that? I want to increase the size of this puddle a little bit more. No, just get rid of the water first. Okay, so I think this might work, and a bit here as well. There we go. I think that's probably fine. Let's add the water now. Oh, okay, that's too much. Let's just stick to that bit there. Right, and what I'm going to do is probably add some rocks around, etc. So I might just bring this tree down a little bit more. Kind of want the roots to be inside the water, but that's going to be challenging. Hold on, what can we do here? I can definitely try and add some rocks. Do we have any scary looking rocks? Or maybe rocks covered in moss? There has to be something. I think this might be it. Yeah. So should we add something here? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, and a couple of... This is way too small. I need a couple of rocks just in the middle there. Bring it up. And some on this side as well. Let's break it up a little bit, just the edges there. Okay. I think that's good enough for now, and then I'm going to carry on building, adding more trees. What's this? Bold cypress knees. Oh, okay, that's way too small though. I want big. I want huge trees, because we're going for that dense, spooky look. I might add a few more red trees as well. What's this? Oh, bamboos, okay. Yeah, let's add a couple more red ones. And I'm going to carry on covering this area in dense forest. And we'll be right back. I think I may have overdone the trees. Kind of went crazy with the brush. Look at that. Look how dense this looks. I might reduce this a little bit, but check this, guys. I've gone crazy with the trees, and it actually looks like a forest. So we've added a couple of lampposts as well. I was just testing these out to see how they look. These skull ones are pretty cool. I do have an option of including these as well. Let's have a look. The glowy ones, the ones with the jars, they have some magical stuff inside them, so they glow. Look at this. So I do have an option of including these as well, if I can get away from the trees. Oh no, I'm stuck. Guys, I'm stuck. Okay, so yeah, may have done the overdone the trees a little bit. Right, so we've got the option to add these as well, but I might include these glowy ones when we build the witch's hut. So here's our little forest, or our enchanted forest. So the guests will be walking through. You've got a spooky tree there, a spooky tree here. I've added a couple of spotlights just to make this even more scarier. And then check this, guys. Look how dense this is. I think this is good. It is very, very dense, but kind of what we're going for anyway. What I'm going to do is cover these gaps up with props and more theming stuff. And I was thinking, in this little gap here, why don't we add the witch's hut? So let's have a look as well. Let's see if it fits. Where are we? I need that. I think it's in the fairy tale theme. So if we just filter it to fairy tale theme and scroll all the way down, I think it's here somewhere. There we go. Right. Oh, this is perfect. This is actually so cool. I am struggling to look around though because of the trees. Right. So we're going to be coming from this side. I think if I face the door... Oh, okay. It's meant to be... the ladder seems to be hanging, so maybe we need to build it on elevated ground. I think I'll do it just so the ladder touches the ground. There. And should we just leave it floating? Because that would be even more scarier. Right, yeah, if we leave it like that, that looks incredible. I could potentially have something... Ooh, look at that, a wishing tree. Okay, a wishing tree is going to go somewhere in the enchanted forest as well. But if I just put a tree underneath it, kind of like this, that'd be so cool. Check this out, guys. I think that looks incredible. The house sitting on top of the tree is more of a spookier look. Okay, and then what we can do is add our glowing lights that we were talking about. And we can always change the color of these. So if I just put one here, like that, and can I change the color? Yes, I can. So we can have green and we can just kind of go crazy with it. So that's cool. I do like the green though, very spooky. And then I'm just going to copy these around and put them everywhere. I think this one can be purple because I do like the purple look as well. You know, you're not going to make a witch's hut without a caravan. But a spooky looking caravan. Okay, I might not do the caravan here. I might put the caravan somewhere else if I can get out of the trees. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Just constantly have that angle. I can add the caravan here actually. There we go. I think rotate it slightly to this side. We want themes and props like dotted around. We don't want the walk to be too boring. So far so good. I think we've got, this will be our little entrance, and the guests will go walk all the way round. So you've got the caravan there, and you've got the witch's hut there, and then we'll spruce up this area further. I do want to show you something cool though. I downloaded from the Frontier Workshop, another one of those cool builds which we can add or use for our enchanted forest. I'm just going to have a look at where I saved it. It's going to have to be here somewhere. Check this. So we've got a huge tree, like a tree house, and then spooky archway. That is so cool, isn't it? I'm definitely going to use this. So what we can do is put it somewhere here, next to the toilets, but I don't want to interfere too much with the existing path. Can I bring this up a little bit more? I think this should do the trick. All I'll have to do then is just to make sure that the path goes through this arch here. Right, that's not too bad. Yeah. The tree blends in, the house blends in. I think it looks cool. You've got a little bit of a cute little tree house here. How did they do this? How did they do the falling trees? That's amazing. Again, you know, some of these guys on the Frontier Workshop, they're doing an amazing job, guys. If you do play this game, check it out. Check out their stuff. Absolutely amazing. I may have to delete this tree though, because it's kind of interfering with our gestures swing over there. I think I'm happy with that. I think what we can do is just have the path going through there like this and into the archway. So if I have something like this, there we go. I think that's definitely better. And I can just make it go around. And where can we connect it to? I wanted to connect to the original path that we had. Okay, this is connecting, but where is it going through from? Right, okay. What I can do is move this out of the way. Come on. Hopefully this shouldn't ruin that. Okay, perfect. So we can move that and we can delete a couple of these. There's no harm in that, is there? So delete that as well. Check this out, guys. How cool is this, honestly? And that kind of links us back to the original path that we built, and we've got this area here with the tree. Amazing. Okay, I might actually move this out of the way as well. There's a gap there, so I can move it into that gap. Look at that. Nice. But well done. I mean, to whoever's created this build, absolutely amazing job. And it kind of adds to what we were trying to do with our enchanted forest. I may now need to have some trees on this side as well. So let's just copy these. And I don't want to copy the path though, so if I can just grab the trees, that would be very helpful, game. Thank you. Okay, right, I'm just gonna have to select them individually. Copy that and put one there. A couple of red ones as well. I do love the red trees. They are pretty cool looking. Where did they go? It was here somewhere. There we go. That's a big one. Nice large maple tree, and then we can have a couple of smaller ones. One here. Let's have this covering that, and then this over there. So our enchanted forest is looking good, guys. I may extend this path here as well. It looks kind of odd. There we go. Nice, okay. And I can add a few more props on this side and maybe a sign directing people to head to the enchanted forest. Right, so if we go through this, copy that, and I just want to be able to fill these gaps so it doesn't look too weird. And a couple of things, a couple of trees from there. can just move. There we go. Right, we can always tweak this area as we go along, but doesn't that look amazing? Imagine this with like lights, red and purple lights, and this pathway there will have lamps going around. We've got this thing here, which is very cool, and then we carry on going. Spooky tree, and then carry on this way. I'll add a few more props as we're going along, and then we encounter our witch's house. So I'm going to carry on this and tweak it a little bit more and add to it, and then we'll move on to building a cool ride, which is very exciting. I can't wait. Check this out now. So I have been adding a few things here and there. We've added some mist and a few props in our Enchanted Forest. I've definitely added a few speakers dotted around, playing some spooky sounds. Can you hear that? I think the carnival ride is pretty loud, but as you go further in, you'll be able to hear the creepiness. We've added a few lampposts, a few jars with glowing things in there, different colours, and as we head on, more mist and some spooky trees with spotlights pointing at them. I've added this little bit here. I don't know what this is. It's a sleeping drat. So we've added a sleeping drat because why not? He looks quite cute, doesn't he? But I think it kind of fits the theme. Maybe it was a human before the witch turned him into a drat. Who knows? Could be a child or something who strayed and basically went too far into the forest when he shouldn't have. There we go. We've got a little bit of a backstory as well for the drat. And we've got these cool looking lamps with mushrooms on them. And as we carry on going, look at this. Check this. It's a flying witch. Creepy, right? Yeah. Oh, you can go crazy with this sort of stuff. So I've just, I've been adding a few bits here and there, and I'm sure we can develop this further as we're going along. It's just one of those things that, you know, you have to keep on going with the details, and we can be here all day. So without wasting any more time, I just wanted to quickly show you guys this little bit here. Oh, and I've added the witch here as well, and check this out. She's casting a spell on this poor family over here who've been turned into stone. Look at that. So we have a backstory for this enchanted forest. But yeah, all good. I think it kind of is exactly what I was looking for. And now what I want to do is, like I said, we can carry on expanding and adding props to this enchanted forest. But I am keen to get a ride going, and I think we're gonna do it somewhere here. So we've added a wishing tree here, but if you zoom out, our enchanted forest is pretty big. You don't realize it until you actually do the walk yourself with the camera, with the first person camera. So what I want to do is maybe get rid of these trees here and add a ride, either a roller coaster or something else. I'm not too sure yet, but we can have a look. I'll just remove this path area because I think our enchanted forest is big enough. I think it will. I don't want to make it too long because otherwise the guests will just get bored. So we want to add a ride around this bit, so it will be an incentive for the guests to actually walk through the forest to get to the ride. So let's just get rid of this as well. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I just want to get rid of this path here. Perfect. So I want the guys or the guests to be able to go around the witch's hut and then on the way to. Maybe we can add the ride here. So let's just get rid of this here as well. And just start the ride from here. And I've got something cool. Let's before we do that, let's just cover this area with trees again, because I don't want to delete, didn't mean to delete all of this. So let's just cover this bit like so. There we go. Oh, this path has gone wonky now. Can we sort this out? Let's reduce the width. Don't know what happened there. Okay, and then start again. There we go. No, I want it a bit more curved than that. Otherwise it looks really strange. There we go. That's better. Right, okay, so round the witch's hut and onto the ride. And look what I have, guys. I've got something very cool, which I've downloaded from the Frontier Workshop again. And it is here somewhere, I'm sure. Might be under blueprints. Here we go. Check this out. Isn't that cool? It's like a haunted mansion. It's kind of like a Wild West theme, but I don't know if we can use this for our ride. Kind of turn it into a station, but we've got this or this. Another amazing build. This is more Victorian. The other one is a bit more Wild Westy, but I don't know. Maybe we use the other one and we can tweak it slightly to fit our Enchanted Forest theme. I definitely like this, and we've got a lot of space here to build queuing through this house, and then it can act as a station for our ride or a roller coaster, whatever one we're going to go for. I think we're going to go for a roller coaster, but let's try this. And let me just get rid of that path ever so slightly, because I want this to be leading to the house. Yeah, these are quite big, which isn't bad, I guess. Let me just have a look at the Rowdy Mouse. Oh, Rowdy Mouse looks cool. Very Western though. Okay, let's have a look at this one. That's huge. Yeah, these are quite big. I can always tweak them. These are all obviously already made, but if I was to tweak them and turn them a bit more scarier and to fit the theme, that could work. The Splintry looks cool. Shall we do that? And then I can just tweak the theme a little bit, just to make it fit our Enchanted Forest bit. Right, let's go with Splintry. I like this. I like the size of it, and it's wooden as well, so this definitely looks cool. Let's use the house as a reference point for our station, and then hopefully we can do that. Let's try it anyway, and then we can have Splintry over here. I might just get rid of the sign there altogether and just have the Haunted Mansion as the main entrance. You'll see what I mean. Let me just put it down for now. Okay, let's just park it there for now, and then I want to delete this. Let's get rid of all of it. I mean, it is quite nice, but it's not what we want, so I don't want that. Get rid of all of this. I mean, I'm doing all of this. I don't even know whether we'd be able to build queues through this house. Who knows? let's just go with it for now, and then we can see if it works or not. So I think that's level with the station. Maybe bring it down. That's better. And then on this side as well. So we've got, these are aligned. Good. What I'll need to do now is potentially lift up the terrain a little bit more. If I get rid of this tree, I want to get rid of the big ones because they are so, it's so difficult to maneuver when you've got foliage like this. Okay, so that's good. And get rid of this tree as well. Right, we're on to something, guys. I am gonna lift up the terrain and see if we can make it, turn it into what we want. We want this to serve as a station for the coaster, and I can have paths going up to the station. Right, bring this up. We can use the smoothing tool in a minute. Just want to be able to have a template. Right, let's see if I can smooth this out. There we go. Kind of taking it too far up. I want to be able to see the floorboards there. Right, carry on. This way as well. I just hope that this works. Otherwise it's going to be very disappointing. Like, wouldn't it be cool to just use that as the station? Right, I might need to use the flatten tool because this is okay, only a little bit left. Hopefully we can get rid of the grass altogether. Right. Here we go. I think we're done. I think we are. It's all looking good now. So bring this out a little bit more. Right. Yeah, I think that's pretty much done. Right, now for the $1,000,000 question. Will we be able to build our queues and paths through the house? Let's hope so. So I'm going to try with the queue first, or on this side. Can I change the color? I can. Arrow queue, invisible queue. Okay. Right. Let's leave it as default for now, and then we can work it out. Right. It's the moment of truth, guys. May end up deleting these fences, but it's not good when we've got that post in the middle. Let's just do it this way. So can I just make it okay, and through here? I might have to delete the post there. Let me just get rid of, let me try invisible queue, because then what can happen Because we might not need to interfere with our... Oof, I'm stuck. We might not need to... we can keep the original floorboards if I see how the invisible queue system works. Can I delete that though? Let me see. There we go. Okay, try again. Queue. I kind of want to have the original bit, have the first bit as it was, and then okay, so like this, and then do the invisible key. Yay! It works! Right, okay, have this go around. I might need to turn it this way. Yep, perfect. A little bit more. Check this out, guys. We're onto something. And then there we go. We might need to do stairs, but that's okay. We can live with that. And connect it to this path here. Let's just do it on the side there, because I can always adjust that path, because we kind of want to continue this going around this way. So that's good. We've got the queue. I might need to now delete this bit, which is a shame, but we're gonna have to. Let's just get rid of that and that. Okay, so there is a bit of a gap there, but it's okay. We can live with that. I can always put like a plank there or something to cover up that grass. But for now, don't want to mess with it too much. Let's just get rid of this post as well, because it's blocking the path. There we go. This should work, guys. This should work. I think we're onto something. Again, I'm going to do the exit now, so delete this bit there. I think for the exit we'll only have to delete that, which is fine. Okay. Just need to now maybe have wooden plank path as exit, just to align it with the rest of the floorboards in the house. Can I bring it down? Okay. Ooh, I'm inside the house. This is so tricky when you're doing it like this, but you've got to be able to do it. Now can we do invisible queues or natural path? Oh, we can do invisible path. Oh, right, okay. Something's gone wrong. Yeah, it doesn't quite work when you make it too steep. Let's just do it like this. Like that, and then do the invisible path. Hopefully this should work for the exit as well. Right. Here we go. And all the way down. Actually, I want this to continue now. I don't want an invisible path over here. So if I just bring it up to here, and then can I start a new one with the normal cobblestones. What did we have? No, it was stone shell path. There we go. Right. And bring it all the way down again. Nice. Guys, this is great. Okay. And then connect it to the... I might actually take this round, because we'll need it, and then I can just connect this bit to the stairs. Ooh, that's come out really funny. Okay. Let's try and not do that. I might need to delete that and then just change the angle slightly. What about now? Yeah, I think it works now. Perfect. Right, okay, so the only thing left now to do is power supply. As you can see, the roller coaster has no power to run on. So if I quickly go on to our facilities and utilities, I think we need a distributor first. And then I can connect that to the generator. Let's just have one here tucked away, and we can always cover that later on. So if I just build a... Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's see if I can connect this to the generator. Please work. Yay! Right. We're on to something now. Look at that though. This roller coaster looks amazing. And it's going dark as well, guys. So perfect. Just in time to test this ride out. Okay. I do want to change the color scheme, because the green doesn't fit the theme that we've got going. I might just turn everything black. No, let's go with purple, or maybe, well, we had the green, we've got red. What's this? I think purple. Like violet, yep. And then leave that as white. And what's this? Okay, this is all green. Should we turn that purple as well? See what that looks like. Yeah, I'm not too sure what changed there, but it works. And then I think these are... Oh, alright, these are for the actual seats. So what colour can we go for here, guys? I think we've had purple. Do we go for green now? Spooky. Let's go for... I know I love red, but I'm trying not to go for red. I might just go for something like this, like a... So we've got violet, we can go for sort of like a darker... What's this? Russian violet. Okay. Russian violet it is. What else can we change here? So we can increase that a little bit. We'll add ride photo camera later on, because we'll need to do a photo booth where people can buy the photos from. Sign for this work block. Oh right, okay, this is for janitors. Right, I'm gonna decrease the price slightly, because we're nowhere near ready to be able to charge people extortion prices. So let's just leave it for $1. $1.09. Why not? Yeah, let's just leave it as that. And then what I'll do as well is add a few more props and themes in between this coaster, just to continue with our theme of spooky enchanted forest. But so far so good. I mean, we kind of managed to do the queues through the haunted house, which is always good. It's good when a plan comes together, guys. Right, check this now. Amazing, right? I do want to test it out now, but what I'm going to do is what we're going to do. I'm going to test a ride, and then I'm actually going to leave you guys with cinematic shots of guests walking through the Enchanted Forest and on towards the ride, and then we'll do a complete, um, well, complete view of the coaster as well. So I think I'm going to end it here for this episode. I've had a lot of fun, and it's been a bit crazy at times, but we'll continue to add to this area just to make it a bit more detailed. But guys, thank you so much for joining me yet again. I really do appreciate it, and I'm going to leave you with the complete cinematic shots of our Enchanted Forest and our roller coaster ride. Enjoy, and I'll see you in the next video.